Everyone on our backs, starting in this constructive rest shape, knees bent and feet to the floor. We'll take a variation of a hamstring stretch, what we call in yoga Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, using a strap for support. There's a few variations of this that you can do. And if you don't have a strap, like a yoga strap, you could use a belt, like a row belt usually works really well. I've seen people use dog leashes. And yeah, and you just make it work for you. So first variation, most people have done before, is pretty simple. You just wrap the strap around the ball of your foot, hold on to the ends of the strap at a comfortable distance. Left knee bent for a little bit more of a gentle stretch, extended for a deeper sensation and opening in that shape. This is going to require more from the back of the right leg with the left leg straight. Now the other variation of this takes the hands and the upper body effort out of it. And so you'll slide your strap around you so you have a big loop. That loop's going to go underneath your rib cage, around the place of your shoulder blades, and then around your foot. And just so having that buckle at a place that is convenient for you to adjust the length of your loop. Start with it a little bigger than you might need so you can fully extend your leg. And then again, left knee bent or left leg straight as you'd like. Relax your arms if you're in this variation. So it's just the lower body doing anything effortful here. Whatever version of that you're in, you're going to press your foot into the strap as you inhale. Tighten the muscles of your right leg. And then as you exhale, just relax that effort and let your leg fall towards you without bending the knee any more than you need to. Do that a few times with your breath. Press your foot into the strap as you inhale. And then exhale, let it go. And you might find that after a few breaths of this, you can tighten your strap a little bit. Inhaling, tighten the leg, push into the strap. Exhaling, relax that effort. So that 2 more times. So you make the effort, and then you settle towards a place of ease. Wherever you land there, if you need to, tighten your strap. We'll take about 10 more breaths here. Take breaks if you need. There should be a level of sensation within your body, especially within that right leg and hip, that is manageable for you. You feel something is happening, but you're not creating extra tension to hold yourself in that shape. You're not forcing it. You're able to still breathe comfortably. Take a deeper breath in through your nose. Pause and retain your breath if that is okay for you to do. Exhale out through your mouth as you're ready. Let the breath linger out for a count or 2. And then repeat the cycle. Inhale through your nose. Pause. Exhale. Empty pause. Last time, full breath in. And exhaling out. Slowly bend your left knee if you extended it, bringing your hands up to the strap if they're on the ground. Bend your right knee and set your right foot to the floor. And then extend both of your legs for a moment, like you're going into a corpse pose, resting your hands on your body. Notice the difference in the sensation between the legs as you start to release deeper through the back of your body. And then rebend your knees, set your feet to the floor. Bring your left knee in, wrapping that loop around your left foot. Now, if you have the loop around your body like I do, you'll probably need to loosen it as you bring your second leg in. And the side might feel a bit different just in the natural imbalance within your body. So do your best with it and adjust as you need. Right knee bent or extending the leg down. Relax your hands. Even if you're holding the strap, try and relax your grip a little bit so you're not tensing up through the front of your body in order to hold your leg in place. Pressing your foot into the strap, tighten the muscles of your left leg as you inhale so you create this conscious tension around that residual tension and that unconscious tension that just lives in with us that we check out from. With your exhale, you're releasing that conscious tension and hopefully releasing some of that unconscious tension along with it. Inhale, pressing your foot into the strap, tightening the muscles of your leg. And exhale, let it go. Let's take 3 more breaths like that. Tightening your strap as you need to create more resistance, deeper sensation. Holding your leg at the position that is sustainable for you, finding a comfortable breath. Close your eyes or just hold your gaze softly on the ceiling. Settling your attention on your breath, slowing it down. So even though there may be a bit of sensation in that left leg, you're moving yourself towards a place of ease and restfulness. If the sensation becomes a lot, if you feel it rise up, you can back off a little in your physical space, or you could take some of those deeper breaths to try and release some of that energy out. Inhaling through your nose, filling up to your capacity, taking that momentary pause of fullness. Exhaling, emptying out, lingering in that space of emptiness. And continuing the cycle as you're ready. And start to bend your right knee again. Slide your hands back to the strap. Re-bend your left knee. Extending both of your legs again so you come back towards that brief corpse pose. Re-bend your knees as you're ready. Set your feet back to the floor so you're back in constructive rest. Now we'll do a variation of legs up, depending on what you have available to you or what you just enjoy doing. You could stay exactly as you are. If you have that strap already looped around you, you'll just take both of your feet into that loop, loosen it a bit so that you can just rest with your heels floating over your hips, a little bit of a bend in your knees. This is one version underneath the rib cage. The second version is to slide it behind your head. So it's just right there at the base of your skull, that occipital ridge, cradling your head in the strap. And the weight of your head dropping down helps to hold your legs in place. Or you can slide yourself over to the wall, bring your hips as close to the wall as you can, swinging your legs up and resting the back of your head down. If you have a bolster or your folded up blanket, you could slide it underneath your hips to elevate your hips, or just stay as you are here with the hips on the ground. Support yourself in any way that you like in these shapes. Blanket underneath your head, maybe a strap looped around your legs. So that your legs fall out into the strap. Settle your eyes closed. Come into a steady and comfortable breath. If at any point the effort of holding your legs up, the sensation of your legs being above your hips feels a little bit too intense, just take a break by dropping your knees back into your chest. Now taking this time to turn back into ourselves, to be still, to be held and supported, to make less physical effort so that our mind can observe and reflect. Slowly drop your knees back in towards your body. If you have a strap there, just slide it off to the side. Extend your arms out right to left from your shoulders, and then drop your knees over to the right to come into a twist. Gazing over your left shoulder, you can place a block or rolled up blanket in between your knees for support as you'd like. We'll just take a couple of breaths here. Coming on to your back again, knees to chest, just kind of walking your feet back to the middle and over to the other side. Knees to the left, head to the right. Sliding a block or bolster or rolled up blanket between the knees as you need to keep your right shoulder grounded. And then roll all the way on to your left side. Slowly bring yourself up, and then from here we'll either come into a seated forward fold or you could come into a plow pose instead. It's essentially the same shape, they're just one is upside down. Those of you going into a seated forward fold, start with your knees bent, wiggle your sitting bones back, feel a little pull of your heels towards your seat to help you get a little bit more of that forward movement. And then just start to walk your hands out. You can rest your hands on the floor. You can rest your hands on blocks. You can take a block or two to slide underneath your head, holding onto your feet. Go into as deep of a fold as it really works for you. And to add a layer of support to that, you can actually face the wall, plug your feet into the wall, and fold from there. If you feel a lot of pressure at the back of the knees, either roll a blanket or maybe put blocks underneath your knees. If the fold is really challenging, try and stack more blankets underneath your hips. You might even sit in a chair and fold in between your knees in the chair. I'll demo the plow pose on your back, and you could just stay on your back with your legs up the wall and go from there, but I like to add a blanket in underneath my shoulders just to give a little extra space for my neck. Once that's in place, you'll lie back down so your shoulders are at the edge of the blanket, your head is on the ground, and there's that little bit of a lift of space for your neck. You could stack a second blanket there if you want more height, as we will be bringing the legs overhead. And then I've also grabbed a block to have it nearby for a little bit of extra back support, and I'll show you how you can do that. Once you're in this position, you can use your feet pressing into the wall to lift your hips and then start to take your legs up and over. So now shoulders are on the blankets, head is on the ground, and there's that little bit of space for your neck. If you have that block there or a second blanket, you could roll up and use that just as a little bit of a wedge of support for your back body. Bend your knees, drop your knees into your shoulders, tops of the feet to the ground if you can, using your arms like weights, or you could put actual weight sandbags on your legs as well. When you're ready to come out of that, slowly roll yourself back down. Take your time hugging your legs towards your body. And then you can come back through that twist briefly, turning your knees in one direction and then the other. As you're ready to come out of that fold, sitting upright, grab a hold of opposite elbows, extend your arms up, and then twisting right hand to the floor, left hand to your right knee, gazing over your shoulder. Turning yourself around, right hand to your left knee, left fingertips to the floor, twisting over your left shoulder. And coming to face forward again. We'll finish today with a pranayama breath practice. So set yourself up well in a seat that you can sustain and maintain for a few minutes. You need to sit in a chair. You can sit as I'm doing in this hero's pose. I'm on one block. You could stack two, or you can just bring your legs in front of you if that works better for you, sitting on a block or a stack of blankets. I've also buckled myself in with the strap, so that's wrapping underneath my shins and around my legs. And again, just another place of stability to kind of hold and contain our energy. If you have sandbags, you can rest those on your legs as well, or a heavy weighted blanket, just to ground yourself a little bit more. Take a moment to get yourself set up well. Rest your hands on your legs. Close your eyes. Just feeling yourself in this new position here. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Coming back to a place of steadiness. Counting up and down the length of your breath to bring your inhale and exhale back into balance. As you inhale, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adjust that as you need, lengthening or shortening your breath to fit your breath capacity, but keeping an equal measure between your inhale and your exhale. Notice which part of those feels more challenging for you. Adjust to make that a bit more comfortable, and then maybe over time you come back to that longer breath. Let's take a few more rounds. Inhaling, counting up the breath. Exhaling, counting back down to 1. Feel your body moving towards that place of expansiveness as you breathe in. And feel yourself draw back in towards your center, towards that little seed in the middle of your body as you exhale. So we go out, we explore, we get expansive, we grow, and then we draw back in. We empty ourselves out, and we come back to that space of pausing and resting. Take 3 more rounds. Inhaling, counting up. Exhaling, counting down. Settle back into a natural breath. You can keep your eyes closed here for a moment. If closing your eyes makes your mind race more, just keep your eyes open, gaze towards the floor, or find something to fix your gaze on. Using your drishti, your gentle focus, your peripheral gaze, whether you're looking in or out. So we're not staring, we're not hyper fixated or hyper focused. We're just holding awareness. And then opening your eyes if you need to see this. We'll move into an alternate nostril breath, and we'll do that with a 4-part rhythm to our breath. So there's the inhale, there's the retention, the pause, holding the breath in, the exhale, and then that empty pause of no breath. If you are unable to hold your breath in or out for any reason, just skip that part. Inhale and exhale in equal measure as we've been doing, moving from one side to the next. So you'll start by sealing off your right nostril with your right thumb. And then you can just have these fingers hanging. I like to put my index and middle finger right there at the center of my forehead, right at the third eye space. Inhale through your left nostril. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seal your right side. Hold for a count of 5. And then exhale out through the right side, counting to 5. Stay empty for a count of 5. And then inhale through your right nostril, counting to 5. Hold your breath for your 5 count. And then exhale through the left, keeping the right side sealed. Take that empty pause, counting to 5, or adjusting the count if that feels like it's too strenuous. Inhaling to 5. Hold the breath. Exhale through the right. Hold the breath out. Inhale through the right side. Hold your breath in. Exhale through the left. Hold the breath out. Take one final cycle. Inhale through the left. Holding the breath in. Exhale through the right. Hold the breath out. Inhale through the right side. Hold your breath in. Exhale through the left. Hold the breath out. Lingering in that empty space of no breath. Release your hand back down as you're ready. Coming back to a natural breath. Observing, feeling physical sensation in your body, noticing the energy of your breath and heartbeat. We'll finish here today. I invite you to stay with yourself a little longer, just in quiet contemplation. You can stay in an upright seat. You can extend all the way out for a traditional Savasana corpse pose. And it's also really nice to move into a child's pose from here. So I will just demo that really quickly for anyone who needs to see the support variation. You'll take either a blanket, a stack of blankets, or even a bolster underneath your seat, knees wide, and then placing blocks or bolsters underneath your chest and head as you need. And so you come into this seed-like turned in shape again. Take a few moments, a few minutes, however long you have in whatever variation of that place of completion that feels right for you. And let me know how you feel. Thank you so much. I will see you again soon.